Go ahead.
Chad.
Holy cow.
Holy moly.
Incredible.
Well, I think we should, are we on a delay at all, do you think?
Yep. Well, who knows?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Oh,
This
God.
is...
My microphone almost fell over.
Yep, mine too. This is our
Jesus
first one. We're
Christ.
blowing up here. This is incredible.
Insane. We're live.
You can see us.
Chad,
I
we're live.
shouldn't be doing this because you can actually see me.
Yeah, don't be rude. Don't be talking on your phone. What are you doing? Hey, we got a podcast to do, man.
Holy
What the
cow.
heck are you
People want to
doing?
get in. People want to get in and see this.
Well, as much as I want to allow them in right now, they'd have to send me their email address.
Yep.
But first, they'd have to sign up for a membership. I think, right? I think that's how it goes.
You have to be a member.
Yeah. Other than our significant others.
Right?
I think they earn their membership in other ways by tolerating us doing a podcast.
You think so? I think so. So, thank you to everybody who's watching us live.
Thank you.
And you know what?
Here,
we got.
man. Let's cheers something.
Yeah, let's do this.
I gotta open it first, though. Hold on. I don't have a bottle opener, so I'm gonna use a screwdriver. If you ever need a bottle opener at home, screwdrivers work. Hey, champagne of beers. Here we go. That's pretty good.
Yeah. There's gonna be so many things that go wrong tonight, so just bear with us.
So many.
Like, I'm trying to figure out how to get people's comments to come up here.
Do you think anybody's commenting right now?
I hope so.
Oh, I hope so too.
There's something for that.
Somebody will say hi, I'm sure.
Please do.
Hey, and it wouldn't be a Candid Athletic Training Podcast without eating something.
Oh yeah, we got snacks. We got everything.
So, all right.
First off, we got some thank yous.
We got some thank yous.
So let's do this. I got to figure out which one it is here. This one, this button. Thank you to Healthy Roster. Without them, none of this is possible.
It truly isn't.
So,
You saved the day, guys.
if you are an athletic trainer and you are looking for some new software, an EMR, if you're looking for, they've got some fantastic platforms.
They do.
You can see the website on the bottom there. Hey, Ed, what's up? It works. There's a comment.
Hey, Ed.
Thanks for checking us
What's
out, Ed.
happening, man?
That's cool.
Oh, thirsty.
I can relax just a little bit. Kevin and I were just talking about
Now
this.
that Ed's here, we can relax.
Yeah. We were like, is this even going to work? Do we even know what we're doing?
Okay.
Back to Healthy Roster, www.healthyroster.com. Go check them out. They've been fantastic to us. They will be fantastic to you. Regardless of what the product is, they're just great people, and they're the kind of people you want to work with.
And I'm going to be honest, they support athletic trainers. I can't tell you how much Dan makes sure that everything that he is creating over there and all the great people at Healthy Roster are supporting athletic trainers. And I mean, what more do we want than a little bit more help, right? So cheers to you guys. Thanks for, making this happen. We really appreciate it.
Second thank you. This is new to me.
Wait,
here.
How do you do this? Wait, you need your weather girl, ooh.
In the Middle East or the Northwest. Brick Tamlin. Thank you to Brew Fitness for letting us use their facility. This is the gym that Kevin and I work out at.
Yep.
Kevin more than I recently.
Just recently.
I've got a 4-month-old. The dad bod's in full effect. I will be coming back here more frequently to get the dad bod out of effect. But Ryan and the staff here was really accommodating and saying,
very.
Use our place. So if you're ever in Milwaukee and you need a place to work out, this is the place to be.
I agreed.
100%. Some great classes, some great people.
We got great trainers here.
Trainers. Careful with that one. This is you're getting dangerous.
Great owner. Great. It's like a family here. It's kind of fun. Dogs working out, and beer and coffee.
Yep.
It kind of fits me perfectly.
Nate, I saw your comment. I'm glad you're excited. don't be too excited. It gets a little creepy when you say too excited.
I bet he was giddy as a schoolgirl when
Hopefully.
it turned on.
You know, my nerves just came way down because it's actually kind of working, and we had so many doubts.
I didn't have doubts. I just had worries. Oh,
father figure.
Yeah. Wowie.
Yeah.
You know what? That came up. So I'm watching what you guys are watching right here.
I got our version.
When Ed said father figure Chad, I literally took a swig from a giant beer. Oh, that was wonderful. Okay, so who else do we want to thank?
Everybody that's watching and the members.
Honestly.
It's so much more fun this way.
It's very fun. I love this. I love that we can communicate back. We haven't communicated back typing, but we will talk to you, which is a little strange.
So this is like, honest to God, Kevin, to me right now, this is like if I had to go out on the field and spine board somebody, I'd be like, I know I've learned it. I just don't really know. You just never prepare.
This would be...
You're really not ever... You never feel super comfortable.
You know what? I think this would be me...
AED?
If I had to, like, do a competencies test right now. Like, if I had to go into a room and somebody said, I want you to evaluate me for even, like, a shoulder injury, but you need to do a complete shoulder eval. I'd be like, okay, I know how to do this, but I'm going to forget a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, my God. Holy cow. New members, though, okay? Memberships. So in order to watch us live, right, Candymanias, and then Full Johnsons, and also, what's our big one? What's the big one? The whole shebang.
The whole shebang.
In order to get that live link, you need that. Otherwise, you're going to have to sleep with one of us, apparently. Anywho, but we want to say a thank you to Ed, to Nate, and all of our new members, Hannah, that have
Dylan was so mad.
Oh, listen.
Dylan,
I don't know how much I need to thank Dylan because he's not here right now. I don't see him, and it's his fault.
On a scale of 1 to 100.
Ed, you're the number one now. Ed, you're number one. You're number one.
He was so mad. I could just sense it through Twitter. He was like, my practice that never gets changed, got changed today of all days. And that's the life of an athletic trainer.
It is.
Like,
it is.
The one day you're like, I got an actual plan.
You had something planned at 8:00 at night on a Monday. Well, for him, 7, right? He's in Colorado, right? Dylan?
Or is he in Texas now? He took a new job.
Oh, he did. Okay. Either way, he'd be not our time zone, probably, right?
Yeah.
Either way,
he might jump on
a Monday night. That is tough. That your schedule changes because your team decides to practice at a different time.
I mean, there's Monday Night Football still.
There is.
I'm just kidding.
Although I don't even know
Candid Athletic Training. It's the Bills. I just know it's Josh Allen.
Oh, fantasy.
Well, I mean, I'm out.
Me too.
But I would have had
one out for my homies on that one. Holy cow.
I forgot who they're playing though.
Okay. Anybody else that we need to thank? Because I don't want to forget anybody.
I want to thank you.
You want to thank me?
Yeah.
Okay, I want to thank you.
Okay.
I was going to do the same thing. Okay.
So let's not forget we have an athletic training podcast to do like our normal. So this is special for us. So this is cool. For us. Give us give us a few minutes to get our bearings. We're still figuring this out. There's going to be 100 mistakes. You don't know how many mistakes we made the first episode. Episode 1, Flash Superman, the moment. So the first time you heard this podcast was not the first time we recorded this podcast. We recorded
not
it
even close.
Like 3 times and like cut and paste and tried to figure out how we wanted to do it. This is kind of like that where we're going to make a ton of mistakes. We're just doing it in front of you and we can't fix them. So you have to deal with our mistakes now where you didn't have to before.
It's true. You can even see me texting. I was texting the lady.
Oh,
she said we sound great.
Okay, good.
So-
Thumbs up on the sound quality. That's good.
I don't know.
We do have
Maybe.
a fun show tonight.
We do. Do you want to give any preview, or should we get into it? What should we do? I'm lost.
We've never done Lost as a Fat. That'd be a good one. We should put that on our to-do.
Loved Lost.
I only saw season 1.
Oh my God. Oh, okay.
It's binge-worthy, I know.
It's totally binge worthy.
Actually, I think I got halfway through season 2, and I was like, there's a lot.
Okay, so that's another one of those like, well, who are you in the show kind of shows, you know?
Like,
I
you're
think
trying
it's
to guess what character you are most like?
Yeah, like, you know, it's kind of like, okay, in this situation, who would you be?
Oh.
You know?
Well, that's what the essence of fat.
Exactly.
So we should.
We should probably do that.
Okay, let's do it.
All right. Should we get on with the rest of the show?
Yeah, that means I have to hit this button right here.
Wow.
Let us know how that went.
It worked.
Did it look cool? Did it sound cool?
We're gonna see it over here, so it looks
Well,
like
yeah,
it
but we
worked.
can't hear it. The music, whatever.
I don't want feedback.
It actually is kind of screwing me up a little bit. I'm like,
Is
oh
it?
my God.
Do you want me to close my
Nope.
computer?
Nope. Not at all.
I thought
Not this week.
We should look professional and have two computers out.
Yeah, we look good. Nobody makes audio podcasts look this good.
No, nobody. Okay, so what's our first topic?
Where do you want to start?
Let's start with the top 5. You were kind of excited about it.
Oh yeah, this is a good top 5.
Okay.
So you guys can see how this actually works. It's just a notebook
It's just
with a bunch of scribbles.
Yep.
Okay, so top 5. We asked 100 athletic trainers.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a shitty AT when ...
All the friggin' time. Okay. I feel like a shitty AT win. Okay. Number 1. If I'm late for treatment or rehab.
Oh. Like
And-
how long? Like just a minute? Like
So-
10 minutes? Is there a time?
For me,
Yeah.
I made that one up for me. That's not that.
You're
that
never
doesn't
late?
apply to me. No, I'm late all the time for a lot of things. I'm not late for work anymore. I used to be late for work. Though. I've never been late for a treatment in my new job, which is like it's scheduled. I mean, there's like I have a treatment at 1:00. I have to be there at 1:00, starting my treatment. So I'm never late for that. That being said,
You're also 30 some years old now though, too.
That's
So
true.
it's way different.
But Dave will attest when he sees this
Next
or
week.
listens to it, whatever he's going to do. He was the epitome of if I'm 15 minutes early, I'm late kind of person. And it always bothered me because that meant he just kept getting there 15 minutes earlier. Like, then all of a sudden it was half an hour, and then it was 45 minutes, and then it was an hour. And I'm like, okay, why can't you just literally be here at 1:00 when you're supposed to start? Like,
It's an interesting slippery slope.
I think both ways.
It's interesting because you want to be good at your job and be prepared,
Yeah.
but athletic trainers are often in the, oh my God, I work so many hours to begin with. Like how many free ones are we trying to give? You know?
I totally agree.
Do you want me to grab you a dumbbell?
No.
I've had the same
gonna
problem
figure it
too.
out. Oh, but a dumbbell would work, and that would be very, I don't know,
The mic stands.
ingenious of you. We're
We're
figuring it
new.
out.
These are
We're
new for
figuring it
us.
out. See, like
We
we're
never had to
figuring it
do
out.
this.
Yeah,
Sitting at my kitchen table.
Yeah, you're.
I wonder if Julie, if you're watching this live, let us know how nice it is for us to be not at the house doing this. I'd like to hear your comment about us being out of the house.
So, I'm gonna finish my top 5.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna get to some of these comments in a second.
Oh.
Anyway, so number 1 being late. Number 2, because I also want to win the game. I want to get some of these top 5s. I want to get them on the board. Number 2, can't immediately decrease somebody's pain, discomfort, whatever, etc. If I, in one treatment, can't figure out just a little bit to get them better, it really makes me feel like I'm a piece of shit.
One treatment.
One treatment. Swear to God.
One touch, ma'am.
Ask anybody that works with me. Misdiagnose something. I think that's fair. And then I went a little broad and I said, the days when like nobody gets better. Like I know all of us have had these days that are like, you feel like you helped nobody. Mm-hmm. People came in, they were hurting. People came in, they were in discomfort. Like, and nobody feels better. Definitely that day. And then last but not least, I physically feel shitty when I'm hungover.
It's a good call.
So that's my 5.
Okay.
What did I win, Bob or Steve? Harvey.
You did good. You did good. So in 5th place, we had 4 people respond. Some sort of significant injury to athlete where you have to tell an athlete, hey, your career is over, your season's over, you're a senior, I'm sorry, you can't go, you're done. You should not go back to sports. We talked about that. When is enough? We did that. I don't know what episode that was. That's a hard conversation to have as an athletic trainer. Look, I'm sorry, you're probably never going to return.
Do you feel like a shitty athletic trainer though when you have that happens?
You feel bad for the athlete inherently because of what you said. You can't fix them.
Yeah, yeah.
It's that situation where you can't. Okay. There's nothing you can do about it.
Yeah, you're right.
So, we had a tie for 3rd place with 8 responses apiece. Did I just say 8? What did I say it
8
right?
8 responses apiece. Yeah, yeah. You said something.
My English is my second language. Sometime.
Writing it is definitely your second language.
Yeah, it's hieroglyphics over here. A longer than expected return to play. Like you can't get.
I was laughing at Nate. Keep going.
You can't when rehab. You're not progressing them fast enough.
Gotcha.
You thought it was going to be 3 weeks, but it's 4 weeks or more, whatever it might be.
Yeah,
kind of all falls into the same category. Tied with for 3rd place, the athlete that gets back out there and then re-injures themselves. You feel like, oh my God, did I do something wrong? Why did they get hurt again? Or maybe it's they hurt something else because they're compensating.
Yeah.
8 people said that made them feel shitty. In 2nd place, you said this, 11 responses for can't fix the problem. You just can't fix it.
Can't fix it.
Yeah. You just feel like, there's nothing I can do. It's just bad. And then 24 people, so basically 1 out of every 4 that took the survey said, I got the wrong diagnosis. I thought it was this and it was something else. So.
And, yeah. Can't fix it.
Fun ones. Somebody said, I feel like a shitty athletic trainer when I have to say no to working for free. Never in a million years apologize. And some people said, I'm leaving, and an athlete comes in right when I'm trying to leave, and I'm gone. And I just can't give them the attention that I really want to give them. But that's on the athlete for not coming in. You
should only feel bad if you're leaving before you should be leaving.
You know what? I feel like a shitty athletic trainer the older I get into my career because it doesn't bother me as much. Like, I used to feel these ways. Like, hey, you know what? I'll stick around for that extra 45 minutes because you just showed up. And now I'm like, sorry, I got to go. You could have come. So maybe I'm the shitty person. I just care less about, like, I just have other need. Like, I shouldn't say I don't care about my job, but I'm saying I have other priorities now.
I get what you're saying. Like, so what makes you feel shitty is that you don't have the reaction of,
that I used
to. I'll stay later. Stay later. Yeah. But you shouldn't.
But part of it is we always talk about we have to advocate for ourselves, and it's just really like, do I say no to the athlete, and they're the ones that kind of have to take it because I want to advocate for the profession because it's not the athletes who are taking advantage of us. It's our administrators and it's our organizations that don't understand what a valuable resource we are. They're the ones that we need to advocate to. We don't need to advocate to the athletes. The athletes sometimes, I think, get beat up by it. Does that make sense?
Yes.
Yes.
No, I think I understand what you're saying.
Okay, an injured athlete gets cut. I don't know if you should feel bad that...
I mean, somewhat be better at the sport. Then you won't get cut.
All right. Is this different than being hungover? I show up exhausted, not wanting to be there. Same boat?
Similar boat.
We had 3 people say that.
Depends on if you're exhausted and you don't want to be there because you keep staying up super late, binge watching Netflix, then you should feel shitty. If you're exhausted because you're working 80-hour weeks and you are tired and you don't want to be there, then you shouldn't feel shitty.
Yeah.
If I'm hungover, I did it to myself. So,
how about this? I'm guilty of this one for sure.
not being hungover.
Forgetting an injury. Like, oh, is it your left ankle or your right ankle? Ooh, I can't. Which you need to? Yeah, I can't remember.
I mean, then they just lay down on the table.
Yeah, and it's
or they just get up on the taping table, and you're like,
okay,
can you
quick remind me where does it really feel the worst?
Which side?
Point.
I'm just trying to compare both sides. Which side? I mean, do they feel the same? Well, no, my bad one feels horrible.
Yeah. Okay. Some other fun ones. I feel like a shitty athletic trainer when I question myself. All been there, especially when you're newer to the profession.
I mean,
how about this?
Shitty, be better or get better.
I feel like a shitty athletic trainer when I went. Sorry, I feel like a shitty athletic trainer when I want to hide from high school freshmen. When they're running the show and not you. That's funny to me.
I don't know if they should feel shitty.
Do you feel like a shitty athletic trainer doing non-work during work hours? I need to send an email to my banker, or I'm looking for a new house while I'm at work.
I don't.
I'm checking my fantasy football lineup.
No.
So you don't feel like a shitty athletic trainer if
okay. I'm gonna give everybody the benefit of the doubt in that they do that stuff
when it's slow.
When it's slow.
Yeah.
And we have a profession that is not meant to be 100% go all the time.
Yep.
Because if
we need
downtime.
downtime.
If it was, every single athletic trainer would be burnt out.
It would be like
in a week and a half.
Wall Street.
Sure.
Wolf of athletic training room.
Yeah, and you know what? If we were all making as much money as possible Wall Street people, then yeah, why not?
Yeah.
That's a long comment.
Yeah. I just popped up. How about this?
We're going to read it in a second. Nate also is funny.
Wishing for re-injury when athletes don't comply. So the athlete that really just kind of went out and did their own thing, then they return, you're like, God, I hope they get hurt. Because
sure.
That's
you should feel like a shitty athletic trainer in that moment. I mean, yes. Because, yes. No, that's fair.
All right, here we go. 2 more.
Mm-hmm.
Running out of supplies.
Oh.
Feel shitty.
Yeah. That's, yeah.
And this last one.
Maybe not supplies, but you don't have something in your kit.
How about you forget your kit at the hotel?
Who said that?
I don't know.
Who would ever?
I can't answer my own survey.
That is
can I?
Ridiculous. Nobody would ever do that.
Ever. Check out episode.
You know what?
4 or something. Hold on. Last one.
Oh,
last one.
I thought you said there was only one. Okay.
Nope.
Yeah.
The sports drink flavor sucks. Like you make the bad sports drink flavor, or you only have one flavor available.
That's fair.
That's legit.
That's fair. That is actually fair. Like if you're the one that doesn't know how to mix Gatorade, like
you know what I forgot to do?
Press live.
Nope, I forgot. We were supposed to do that. That was top 5. Thank you, Chad.
you worked so freaking long on it.
That's cool, right? Just tell me it was cool, even though I forgot to do it at the beginning of the segment.
You've been stressing about that for a long time.
Yep.
Oh, my God. Let's get to some of these comments.
Yeah, what do we got so far? This is the best part of the live.
Oh, my God. So, Nate, he was pissed off because he was the first one in the waiting room, I guess. And, if you ain't first, you're last, I guess. But he also said, you're looking like Wilson from Home Improvement. So, I don't know if you've ever...
Do you want me to, stand up?
You know. But then our microphones can't understand us.
Volume control, voice modulation syndrome.
We're working on it, Nate.
Work in progress.
I'm facing down. I'm like this. I need to pick my head up a little bit. Anyway, Ed, this is so long. How many times do athletes come to us or contact us because coach or AD tells them to. The athlete knows my schedule, but pressured by others to disregard and disrespect the boundaries. That's a fair point, Ed. Ooh, sparkly graphic.
Thank you. Good, that worked.
So I'm assuming Ed's saying, in response to an athlete that comes at a time that is not our schedule and it's somebody else's fault. It's the AD, it's the coach, and they contact you outside of work hours, try to get some work out of you. And it's a fair point. It's a fair point.
Fair.
What do you got?
I just moved over so Nate could see my mouth.
You want some side view,
I guess so.
get some
All
profile.
right, are we moving on?
Yeah, what do you want to do next?
You tell me because I gotta click the button here.
Graphic guy, you just pick one. Oh, just pick one and I'll go off of it.
What did we do? Top 5?
Yeah, we did.
We'll do this one.
Oh, friend or foe?
Or foe.
Live broadcast.
So last week we did a gift exchange for the holiday, for Christmas. Is doing a gift exchange as an athletic trainer, friend or foe?
I voted friend.
You did?
I did.
think you did.
I did on Twitter.
I said foe because I felt like the Grinch.
Yeah.
56% said foe.
Okay.
Interesting. Very interesting.
I do think, luckily, most of culture is getting very materialistic, right? We get very sucked into, oh my God, I keep seeing these shoes on Instagram, and so I want them, right? But I think when it comes down to Christmas, a lot of people have started to say, I'd rather not exchange gifts because I don't want a relationship to be based on monetary things, right?
I agree.
I think even like families are getting very like, no, let's have experiences. Let's just make sure that we're all together, right?
That's what I said. I want the food and just hang out.
Exactly. So that's where I see that people are now considering them foes, but I think they can be a friend if you work in a place where maybe everybody doesn't get to interact with each other all the time.
Where everybody knows your name.
Where everybody knows your name. Cheers. 1-0.
Yeah, you got it.
What, friend or foe? What's this week then?
So isn't this Nate?
Oh, this is Nate.
So Nate asked, Nate wants to know athletes that need validation all the time, he said, or extra validation.
Yeah, particularly, he gave the example of the athlete that needs validation during a rehab exercise. And he said, dude, you know how to do it. I don't have to watch every rep. Is that a friend or a foe? An athlete that constantly wants you watching them during rehab. Go for it, Chad.
You blew my mind. You said you could argue this one as a friend, but I'm saying foe. A little validation, fine. But if you need it all the time, sports aren't for everyone.
Which is one of our favorite lines.
You have to learn it.
It's
a skill.
Lines.
If you are being an athlete, if you're going through rehab, sorry, if you can't learn a movement pattern that's going to get you back out there, then you shouldn't be out there. You shouldn't need, it makes me think of? It makes me think of Game of Thrones.
Okay.
The son from the Vale who was breastfeeding at age 15. Get off.
Come on, he's 13.
Yeah. Let it go.
Mama.
Right?
Yeah.
Throw the little man through the flying window or whatever it was.
Yes. Nobody liked that kid. If you like that kid, you got problems.
Yeah. Anyways, at some point you gotta be an athlete. And part of being an athlete is just figuring it out.
Yes.
So I'm arguing that it's a foe as an athletic trainer. Now, you told me you can make a case that it's friend.
Okay. So in my clinic, I don't have 3 people to do rehab exercises at a time. So for one, if I have somebody that's like, no, like, can you really just make sure I'm doing this right? I'm like, finally somebody's taking this shit seriously.
Yeah.
Like, finally somebody's like, I get a lot of people that just, I show them how to do it, and they're like, okay, cool. Like, I know how to do that. And I'm like, come on. Like, I need you to do it. But it's a 55-year-old guy that's like, he's on his lunch break, and I'm like, I'm not going to, like, make you keep doing more exercises in front of me. In that case, it's a friend, okay?
Sure.
Now, in your case, I think it could be a friend because we all have athletes that don't do anything right, and they don't do anything that you ask them to do.
Those aren't athletes. They're on the team.
They're on your team, and they're still your responsibility. And I think a lot of the guys that I had throughout baseball, that would be very needy, what we'll say, on like, oh, like, you know, can you watch me do this? And like, can you just make sure I'm doing it right? I created very good relationship with them. They would find out the nuances of that exercise that actually make it valuable instead of just, no, yeah, do an inline lunge and yep, your legs should get tired. Like, no, like I want you to feel it this way, right? That was very powerful for me, and that's why I can argue that if we had...
Yeah, Kevin, why don't you get some beer over there?
Oh, sorry. Oh, Brew Fitness. Holy cow. I can argue that people or our athletes that need our attention, if we had a significant amount of time, which isn't all time, and I don't want to pretend that we can create time, but if we have time, that athlete is our friend. Because it's finally an athlete that's doing what they should be doing, I think.
Okay.
In my mind.
All right.
That's my way of arguing for it.
All right.
Did it work?
Nope.
Dang it.
Not for me. But that's okay.
But you're an old, burnt out, cranky athletic trainer now. You just said it yourself.
I guess so.
You know?
I guess so.
Oh, I need to...
You all right?
Yeah, I need to adjust my seat. Like, this is better. Kind of like, yeah, now I'm better. I'm better.
All right.
Are you better? What's Ryan talking crap about?
He said you should have just grabbed some beer from behind their desk.
Well, I mean...
Don't worry. It's early.
I'm not going to say it wasn't the plan, but
yeah.
This was my... Ryan, if you want to know, this was my champagne bottle to, celebrate the first live broadcast.
Celebratory. All right. Are we moving on from
courtesy of my
friend or
uncle?
foe?
That was my gift from my uncle for Christmas. Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. It's a show.
I was wrong apparently, so I guess we
You know,
gotta move on.
it's your opinion. We'll put it up on social
my
media.
opinion's wrong.
Candid_ATC, as we always do. Oh, I forgot. This is what I normally do. I put a little square around it to remind myself it goes on social media.
I'm not gonna lie. We're not gonna remember crap from this episode.
We're going to rewatch it.
We're gonna have to.
Yeah.
I have no idea what we were talking about.
Here we go. Let's do this one. Oh, that didn't work. Of course. Now it doesn't work. Sparklies are gone.
Oh God, sparklies are gone.
That one was supposed to say
bad.
fictional athletic trainer.
Fictional athletic trainer.
Let's see if the other sparklies work. Or they just all disappear.
They all disappear.
No, look at that one's top 5. We'll go back to top 5.
We're not going to redo top 5.
This one's supposed to be fictional athletic trainer.
Oh well.
Technology.
Fictional athletic trainer. Fictional athletic trainer.
All right, so let's wrap up last week.
Maybe we should do like a music. Should we do a new music for fictional athletic trainer?
Just go to the old one.
The Avengers theme. That would be a good one.
It would be fun.
That'd be really good.
Last week we did Christmas, Buddy the Elf versus Clark Griswold. And I'm telling you what, this was close. 51-49.
For Clark?
For Clark.
Ooh.
He just nudged out the elf. So, That's really close. It's really close.
That's fine.
Although somebody did say we forgot the hand-eye dexterity of Buddy the Elf in the snowball fight and how fast he goes, and that would be that's good hand speed for taping.
Oh, I mean, even his ability to wrap a present. I mean, I think we gave him credit for his manual skills. Pretty sure we did.
We should have.
I think we did, but I totally forgot about the snowball fight. That is very true. Until I watched Elf recently.
Oh, you did? Oh, yeah. You said you did Wednesday night or something. Thursday night.
I've watched all my staples except
Die Hard.
Yeah. Because it's not free anywhere right now, other than like HBO Max, and I don't have it. So, if anybody's looking to share an HBO Max account, I'm your man.
DM us. This week, we have a suggestion from one of the members, which again is one of the...
Who?
Hannah Chun.
What? Who's that?
Hannah said she wanted us to do 2 lovable characters who may have some flaws, but they're lovable nonetheless. We all have flaws. So she wanted us to do Forrest Gump and Bobby Boucher from The Waterboy.
Bobby Boucher.
So, all right, let's start here, Kevin. How many times have you seen Forrest Gump? How many times have you seen The Waterboy?
Forrest Gump, 3 to 5. 3 full, like, beginning to end, for sure 3 times. Probably throw in a couple, like, it was on in the background.
Mm-hmm.
Like
probably TV version.
Yeah. in the athletic training room. I mean, that's where a lot of my movie knowledge even just comes from, is just absolutely binging movies while working. Waterboy? Similar. I'll give it 5 times.
Holy cow. I've seen Waterboy once.
Okay.
And it was a long time ago. So sure. I had to binge some YouTube clips today just to get familiar.
What school does he go to?
I don't know that.
Ooh. Southwest.
Sounds like Louisiana
State University or something like that.
The Raging
SNLU
Cajuns?
or something.
Is it a fictitious?
I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
Pretty sure. Who's his coach?
Fonz.
Mm-hmm.
Henry Winkler. I don't know the coaches. Hold on. Coach.
Oh, the actor or
character name.
His characters.
I watched like best of his clips.
That's why you got.
That's why you have the Google machine.
That's why you got Google, man.
I will tell you the guy that the mumbler is Farmer Fran.
Coach Klein.
Thank you. With a K.
Yep. Like Calvin.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Like when you're not Dave, it just who's somebody else? Is it Hannah? Somebody else is like a movie savant. Is it Hannah?
We're supposed to get Hannah and Dave on a quote off.
Well, real quick, Hannah. I want 14 Waterboy quotes.
14.
We'll wait.
Don't pull. Yeah, just pull up IMDb, copy paste. That's fine.
Nope. So, all right. Yeah, you've seen Waterboy once. How many times have you seen Forrest Gump?
Probably the same as you. 3, like 3-ish? A solid 3 full-time.
What school did he go to? Don't you dare say it. University of?
I don't remember.
Alabama.
Oh, Bama. Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. That's right.
You know, this is only a pint.
Pint of champagne beer.
Oh, never mind. I read it wrong. It's a pint and 9 ounces. 25 ounces.
Good for you.
All
right, so where are we going here?
I guess we're going to fictional athletic train Forrest Gump versus Bobby Boucher. All right, number one. They love their moms.
Yes.
So I don't know how that helps them or hurts them as an athletic trainer, but I think they both rely on their mother for most of their advice and how they operate in life, right? Like, I mean, their values, their morals, and I mean, not being late for work is because Mama said.
Doesn't Gump rely not only on his mother, but like a box of chocolates?
Well, because his
I
mom
was
said
kidding.
life is like a box of chocolates. I wonder if there's anybody that hasn't seen Forrest Gump that's listening.
You know what that reminds me of? Rounders.
This?
Like relying on a box of chocolates.
Oh, maybe.
In Rounders, he's like listening to the Oreo.
Yeah. I read, that's one of the few, and I'm pretty sure the book came after the movie. Actually, I don't know.
Rounders?
I read that book.
I don't mean to get off topic, sorry.
I read that book before I saw the movie.
I really think it's a good movie.
I actually think it's a very good movie.
Anyways, we'll stay.
Why?
Yeah, why? We never stay on topic. That's
Why?
right. That's why people listen to us, because it's like a roller coaster. Where we're going to end up, it doesn't matter.
Okay, so athletic ability. We always talk about athletic ability, helping rehab, helping just be able to create a relationship with your athletes. Which one is going to get the check mark for that world? One runs like a son of a gun, and the other one hits like a son of a gun.
I'm going to go with Forrest. I think stamina is important in athletic training.
Ooh, okay. That's a good point.
Long days.
Long days. And he can run during most of them.
All right, let's get the elephant out of the room.
What?
The big elephant is the water boy. And how many people see athletic trainers as glorified water boys, water gals, water people? That is a part of our job, yes. Hydration. In fact, I think it's probably, from our perspective, probably underappreciated how important it is to keep them hydrated.
Well, yeah.
How many injuries we can prevent by making sure that the athlete is hydrated properly.
I think...
Man, he's got some high-quality H2O, huh?
High-quality H2O. It's very underestimated, because anybody can have a water bottle in front of them and drink it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, there are some athletic events and athletes that are really good about drinking water. I think more now than ever, because how to take care of your body is, it's definitely in the forefront of a lot of athletes and just people in general more than it ever has been.
Thanks a lot, LeBron.
Sure. Or maybe because of the water boy. I don't know. That being said, I mean, as athletic trainers, we know that our athletes aren't always good about it. And
Terrible.
It is a very valuable thing.
Terrible.
To be like, hey, why don't you have some water right now? Or, what can you do for a dry throat?
That was like episode 3.
Drink some water. Yeah. So, I mean, I think we have this negative kind of like connotation behind our name as water people. I don't know. It doesn't bother me sometimes.
It doesn't bother me at all.
You know?
In fact, sure, yeah, it's a part of my job. I'm going to do it with pride.
If I'm going to do it, heck, man, he does it the best.
Yeah.
Right?
Check.
And not only
plus.
that, he's got some water from some ancient glacier that can cure anything, apparently. So,
I forgot that part of the movie.
Ooh, like when he's knocked out at the end of the movie or in the game, they like the other team. I forget what they do, but he gets knocked out, like, and his girlfriend uses his special water.
How cheesy.
Special water.
Is that okay? Hold on.
Yeah.
Let's take a 20-second here.
Yeah,
I'm going to the same place
Space
you are.
Jam.
Yeah, that's exactly it. What's better? Michael's secret.
What did he? Secret juice? He had
juice.
What did he have? Secret drink? Something?
Secret stadium sauce.
Secret stadium sauce?
Here at Miller Park. Oh, it's not called Miller Park anymore.
Nope. Am-Fam Field.
The water or you want the water? You want Water Boy's water or you want Michael Jordan's?
I want the water because you know what? The water was different. The water was that was blue as can be. And it was from somewhere else in the world. Bugs Bunny was just lying. Yeah, he was just flat out lying.
Okay, I agree.
Ooh,
I agree.
silly bugs.
Okay, so we got
Tricks are for kids.
the water boy has got one part of the job down a little bit already.
Yeah, I mean it absolutely.
Personality wise, who's going to do better? Man, I think Gump is going to do better.
You do?
Yeah, I mean, I just think that Bobby Boucher.
Here's my thing.
Yeah, go ahead.
I think both of them come off initially as like, okay, you're weirding me out a little bit because you're so open to talking to me about things, or you're so fixated on this one great thing. I mean, but then they like break down barriers to be, because they're so nice and so caring that people like gravitate towards them.
Mm-hmm.
Both of them definitely get taken advantage of all the time.
Yes.
And they kind of just keep going with it, and they're like endlessly supportive of people.
Which is, I think, going to make them both really good athletic trainers.
Right. And that's where I don't think either one's personality. The only thing about Bobby versus Forrest is that I think Bobby is a little, he can let his emotions control his actions a little bit more.
Julie, moms are the best.
Forrest. So I'm going to go Forrest personality.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, because Bobby's all about, like, he needs to picture the people that have hurt him in life in order to...
That's not a good thing for an athletic trainer.
Yeah. Where Forrest just kind of, like, endlessly supports and supports and supports and supports. And I don't even know if does he ever in that movie, like, say, like, no, you're wrong. Like, stop being a bad person. No, he just keeps supporting people.
Could you come up with a list?
That would be really bad, huh? Like, that would be really bad if you were just an athletic trainer that just kept getting walked over, even though...
We all are. That's how we all feel. We were just talking about that and feeling like a shitty AT.
I know, but sometimes you gotta put your foot down.
Advocating. We're advocating now means saying no. It's such a fine line. It really is. It's incredible.
It is. Okay. Here's so I think personalities, to me, it can be
I'm going Gump.
Go Gump. Gump.
I was going to ask you, when you have to, like, in order to perform at your peak level, you have to think of someone you really dislike. Is that easy for you?
Yeah, I could do that. I could totally do that.
As an athletic trainer?
Yep. Yeah, I absolutely could do that. So, like, when I was young, it was really easy for me to do.
I feel like this is going to be a good story, just how you started it. When I was a young lad.
Well, I honestly, like, when I was young and, late teens, early 20s, it was really easy for me to, like, just be nice to everybody.
Sure.
As I've gotten a little bit older, I've gotten a little more, like, I don't know, honest, open / maybe somebody doesn't like me because my opinion is my opinion, or I need to put the foot down. And I have no problem. I've told many stories about how I used to literally be standing in front of, my entire minor league team, giving them, like, life lessons on how they can be adults.
Yeah.
And I have no problem doing that anymore. When I was younger, I did. So, like, I can understand the side of not wanting to hurt anybody's feelings, not wanting to overstep your bounds, this and this and this and this. But, I mean, I've definitely grown a little different in that world.
So, Ryan,
just
commented, he brings up a good point. Bobby Boucher's not providing Gatorade for his athletes.
Nope,
he's only providing water. He's
water.
like putting that's where he's putting his foot down.
Yeah.
You know what, though? The flip side of that is he's saving money on budget.
He is.
He's coming. He's a budget saver.
And you know what? They all share the same jock strap, too.
I don't remember that.
They share, like, a bunch of the players, well, not jock strap, but they use the same cup.
Reminds me of...
They, like, pass the cup around.
Was that Ness? No. Oh, that was Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh, sure. Yeah. That's a fair point, though. Maybe Bobby would just naturally save some money. Forrest has a shit ton of money from his Bubba Gump Shrimp Company.
Yeah.
Ooh, he'd have all the toys.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Holy cow. Okay. Now, I think an underestimated thing, a quality of an athletic trainer is...
Who's more gullible? Sorry.
More gullible?
I mean, I feel like you could, yeah.
Well, I mean...
No, I think Bobby Boucher, by the end of the movie, he actually kind of learned to just stick with, yeah, so...
Correct. I mean, Forrest is always... Whatever somebody says to him, he hears as truth.
Yeah.
Where...
Jenny.
Yeah. Freaking Jenny.
Never trust a woman. Sorry, babe.
Sorry. Not one that's all high on heroin.
Yeah.
Never trust those women. I think an underestimated quality of an athletic trainer is telling stories and having the right thing to say, or maybe getting your athletes to think like about a little something different.
Yeah.
And so to me, Forrest Gump is a storyteller. I mean, that is probably, I mean, that's what the whole movie is, right? But Bobby also has like those little things that make you think from his mom a lot, right? Like, no, Colonel Sanders, you're wrong. But like, I think he every once in a while just has these little knowledge bombs that could really help develop relationships with athletic trainers.
Sure.
But so could Gump with stories. So I don't know if I'd want to be a storyteller or if I'd want to be the...
Sometimes stories take too long.
Yeah, they do. But sometimes you got a lot of time with your athletes.
Sometimes. If you're on a bus.
When you're on a bus, when you're doing rehab, when you're talking to them through a phone or a microphone.
All right, I don't have anything new. You've convinced me. I'm switching my original vote. I was originally going to say Gump, but I'm going Bobby Boucher.
Really?
Yeah, I think the growth through the movie. Yeah, I'm gonna go Waterboy here.
Keg time. I am gonna go Forrest Gump.
Just contrarian here.
No, I honestly, for me, it is the
chocolate.
Nope, it's the ability to kind of keep going and like not.
You're a stamina guy. I get it.
And not true. He doesn't go in these like waves of emotions. Like he just keeps on going. Okay. Right. I mean, so I think that's also an underestimated high quality of an athletic trainer. Keep your head down. Keep going.
All right, I think we got one more of these.
All right.
You never know if this is going to work.
Let's see if it works.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Oh.
We got a winner. It's everyone's favorite game. F, Marry, Kill.
You know, we're in a very appropriate place for this.
What do you mean?
This F, Marry, Kill. We're located in a gym.
Oh, yeah, we got...
has all of these racks.
Yeah, we're going to...
Racks on racks on racks.
It's a very interesting one.
And a very silly one.
How you store your stability balls, Swiss balls, whatever you want to call them.
Physio balls.
Physio. What kind of rack do you use?
What kind of rack do you use for your stability balls? So, you know what? One day we're going to like...
Should we take a picture?
No.
Should we grab one?
If you want. Can you? Nope.
I can't do it.
You know what's going to be fun is when we figure all this crap out, we'll be able to like take pictures of stuff as we're talking about it. Or maybe like hook up our phones.
We'll get there.
Show stuff. We'll get there.
Advanced.
All right, but we're talking about racks for your physio balls. So one is the multi-rack, right? Where it's just stacked up.
Looks like a Christmas tree maybe?
Yeah, either a Christmas tree or the classic, it's just 2 pillars with, arms reaching
Prongs.
out. Yeah, like arms reaching out, and you put them right there. All right. Then the individual one, which we're thinking like
Right
either,
there.
yeah, like I'm looking at
You
it right now.
can't see it. Ryan
can't
knows
see
what
it.
we're talking about,
Yeah.
though.
But a plastic ring that you just set.
Or they make the
ball.
black rings that are on the ground.
Yeah, and they're kind of
concave.
concave, and and so then you only have a physio ball on one piece. Or I was thinking, what about no racks? And all you do is just like wedge them in corners. Everybody, I don't know an athletic trainer alive that hasn't just been like, I don't know what to do with this. And so you just find 2 corners, or you find like your table, and it just perfectly wedges underneath it.
Yeah.
What would you, FMK, no rack, individual, or multi?
Yep.
Go for it.
I personally am going to kill no rack. If you have no rack, if get out of my life.
Oh, somebody just had a kid.
So if
Julie, you know what I'm talking about.
the balls are swiveling around, rolling around just a little bit, my OCD, just stay in place. Why do they move?
Why you wedge it?
It doesn't matter. At some point, it's like a Roomba. It's going to end up wherever it wants to go anyways.
Okay.
I just need peace of mind that it's not going anywhere.
All right.
So I have to kill not using a rack for stability, Swiss, physio ball, whatever you want to call it.
Okay.
I'm going to kill that. Individual racks versus multi-racks. I think I'm going to F the multi-racks. No. This is actually tough for me. I'm going to F the individual racks.
Okay.
I don't know why. I'm really having a tough time between these two. There's pros and cons to both, in my opinion.
Well, sure.
We at where I work, we have multi-racks.
You do?
They tend to work pretty well. Sometimes they can be a little loose.
Oh.
Well, you have multiple sizes of stability balls.
But is that why you're effing it?
That's extra work. All right. Nope. I'm gonna marry the individuals because, okay, let's say right here, there's a stand here for med balls. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Yep.
What happens if you buy a stand that holds 5 and you only have 3?
Okay.
Or maybe you have 6.
Okay.
Like, are you locked in to how many stability balls you have by your rack? That's not the way it should work.
No.
Where with individual ones, it's maybe it takes up more floor space.
A little bit.
Although you can get the ones that are like the drill into the wall that
Yep.
come out and then have like a little circle, which
Yep.
you said, I know where you're going to go with this.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll give you a counter argument after I know what you're going to say. We talked about it earlier this week. I'm going to marry those because, one, you can get the numbers right. If you have 7 stability balls, you can get 7 individual ones. If you have
Okay.
a multi-rack,
Okay.
you just not necessarily going. It's
You're
not.
marrying
It's kind of like buying a package of hot dogs of 10 and you get 8 buns. What the hell is that?
It's for some reason Oscar Mayer and whatever brand of
Yeah,
bun you like.
it makes no sense.
Nobody's talking to each other.
Yeah. So who knows? So let's just buy individual racks for individual stability balls.
Isn't that the craziest thing in the world?
Hot dogs?
And then how many people, okay, then you buy hamburger buns,
Yep.
and in general, there's 8 hamburger buns.
Yeah.
But not many people
So
buy 8 hamburgers.
It's like 4
Yeah.
packages of 4.
Yeah.
All right. What are you doing here?
Okay. So I'm absolutely killing individual. It's get it out of here right now. Number 1, the individual rack I was thinking about, exactly what you said, on the wall, screwed in, and it's like an L, and then it's got like a little circle at the end of it to hold the physio ball.
And you're doing what with it?
Dunking on it all the time.
Killing.
I'm killing it. And it's because, 1, inevitably somebody's going to try to dunk on it, and then it's going to fall off the wall. Or you have drywall, and it's going to fall off the wall no matter what. I promise you, at some point, one of those things are going to break off the wall, and it's annoying. 2, short world problems. If they're not your height.
That's what I was going to say. You can put it at any height you want.
Dude, but you can't. Because if I'm the athletic trainer in the room, and if I put it at a level I can reach to, shoulder mobility, like I can't, it's going to be in the way, dude. It's going to be totally in the way if it's the ones on the wall. I would have to be tall in order to access it.
All right, what about the ones on the floor?
Right? So now the ones on the floor, now I'm just taking up floor space. Like I'm just literally taking up floor space that could be used for something else.
But you want to shove your balls in the corner.
So
that's taking up floor space
I'll
too.
give you an example right now. Those 2 physio balls that are right there, no offense, Ryan. So he's got individual ones. He's got the plastic circle.
Clear plastic
circle. And one's on the floor, physio ball. One on top of the physio ball. I could shove one right there. I could shove one right there. And I could shove one right there. Or I could shove one behind there. Or I could shove one behind here of the...
And now you're taking up twice as much floor space.
I'm not taking up any usable floor space. That's still usable.
What's to prevent them from putting those where you're talking about?
That whole stack would not fit right there. I'd have to shove it in there. So why would I have the plastic ring? Why would I have the plastic ring there if I can just wedge it in between 2 things? That's why I would no rack. Because every once in a while, it just creates more space because it's tucked away. And if you wedge it, it ain't going anywhere. But I will say, every once in a while, if you need that space for something and you got to unwedge it, the once in a blue moon, it'll roll everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
Your Swiss ball ends up down the hall.
Yeah, whatever. Who cares? It's
get rid of them anyway.
It's just every once in a while, right? I mean, it gives you a little time to go exercise. But I will marry the multi-rack. And I think because then the one thing it's doing is like, that's where they go over there. Just boom, stack them all right there. Put them all right there.
I do like that. Like this is your area for this. This is your area for that.
It's like they're everywhere. Or I think I committed to this corner is just physio balls. I don't know. That's why I'd marry multi.
That's your strongest point right there.
Oh, all right. I committed.
Yeah, you committed. I like it.
Committed.
Okay, well, you guys can tell us on social media, Candid_ATC, how you feel about your racks.
Racks on racks on racks.
Okay, so that's all of our weekly topics.
No way.
So we're going to go to this button. So you have to hit yours at the same time I hit mine. Are you ready?
3, 2, 1. Oh, hey. I think I ended it a little early.
It's all right.
I think I ended a little early. What's our topic of the week?
So we just had the holiday season and whatever you celebrate.
Season.
And we're gonna stay with the gift giving theme. We know we did the gift exchange last week. I wanted to know, Kevin, what was the best gift you've ever been given by an athlete or athletic training student, like an intern, somebody that you worked with?
So, most people know I worked in professional sports. I was very lucky to work in a sport that gifts were a large amount monetary. And some athletes were very generous. And I think I continue, and like anytime I work with professional athletes, because I mean their job is their body, and they have means. I can't deny that.
I can't deny it.
Like
I'm a straight rider. You don't want to F with me. Sorry.
The extra money I've made is definitely money. It's like money doesn't buy you happiness, right? But it sure does effing help.
More money, more problems.
Right? But I think as athletic trainers, we all complain about how much money we make, and unfortunately, I think in the professional sports world, I think actually, I was told point blank, like, well, yeah, but you're going to get tips at the end of the year. It's factored in a little bit, like,
Sure.
you don't get as many pay raises and stuff, or you don't get compensated for the amount of hours you actually work. But cry me a river, right? I think that's one. But I want to think about some things that were a little bit more special to me. And I know we're going to have one the same, so I'll save that one. This one, it was an expensive gift, but the person that could afford, they could afford it. When I first got into baseball, I was working a lot of hours. I was getting paid really poorly, and I was trying to do notes on this really cheap, kind of crappy computer that I had. And one of the athletes was like, dude, like, how long does it take you to just do your job right now? And I was like, a very long time.
This was before Healthy Roster.
This was a long time before Healthy Roster. And so I was young, and I didn't have a lot of money. And so he said, well, when we're done with rehab today, why don't we go somewhere? And I said, sure. And like, I thought he was going to take me to lunch or whatever, but we went to the mall, and he bought me an iPad. And it was way back when iPads first came out. And it was just a very thoughtful, like, he saw that I was struggling doing something, and he said, I can do something about this, so I'm going to. And so that was really, like, as much as that, again, was like, it was expensive and it was very cool, but it was very thoughtful because I know everything about how he gave it to me was like, this is ridiculous. You already work long enough. Let me assist you in getting something that's going to help you.
Help me, help you.
Help me, help you. Help me, help you.
Help you, help me. That's what
Help
it really
you.
is there. Help you, help me.
Correct.
Because if you can get your notes done, you can spend more time rubbing my hamstrings.
Exactly. Well, that was a shoulder.
Okay.
The other one I think that comes to mind is from a player, and I had a really crappy baseball glove. And the reason it was crappy is because it was, it was cheap. It was bad leather, and I was playing catch with professional pitchers, and I mean, honestly, there were times that I didn't know if the web was going to stay there, or like, you catch a ball and all of a sudden it just takes the rest of the webbing, right? And like that's just not a fun experience to play catch like that. And so one of the my athletes, or one of my players was like, dude, like that's ridiculous. And so he went into his locker and he grabbed one of the gloves that he just got. And granted, I'm sure he got it at a discount or for free, but very expensive, very nice glove. And he was, as you would know, and anybody that has worked with baseball players, it was one of his that he didn't know if it was going to be a gamer. Yeah. Like he was working on this one, he's working on this one, and he said, "No, I want you to have this one because if I would use this, and so I want you to use it." And I still have it to this day. When whenever I play catch with it. And it's special to me because it basically, my career of baseball was that glove breaking into my hand, like me playing catch with somebody. And it's like, I understand like the bond between your glove and like a baseball player a little bit.
Look who showed up.
Who showed up?
Our friend Dylan.
Oh, God.
How was practice, Dylan?
Dylan.
Hopefully super healthy and happy.
You're late.
You made it.
And I think honestly, I know I've gotten a lot of great gifts. I know that I'm probably forgetting some stuff. Honestly, one of the greatest gifts that has lasted throughout, and it's from a student, is just that I have a couple interns and students that continuously ask me for advice, not only in how to take care of their athletes and their patients, but in life. They keep asking me, is this a good job to take? Like, I'm going on an interview and I'm nervous about this. Down to a little getting back to our friend or foe, like a little needy, a little like they need validation. But at the same time, I don't know. I became a little mentor to somebody, and which is, I don't know, as an athletic trainer is a very big deal. So that's the gift that keeps on giving, because money does run out. What do you got?
Only if you spend it.
Well, yeah. I don't know what you do with money, but I spend it.
Pass it along to the
That's
son.
not true.
So
I have a savings.
The very first year that I have a savings.
For the first time ever, I swear to God. I'm 35 years old, and I first time ever having a real savings.
Yeah, I have my first year as an athletic trainer. At the end of the year, the team chipped in, and they all bought me one of the gloves that you were referring to, like a nice glove to have for playing catch and rehab and stuff like that. And to me, it meant a lot. One, because it was my first year. And I had no expectation of getting any gifts. I just do this because this is my job.
Right.
And for the poor college students to chip in $5 a piece even was even more special to me when they're like, hey, you know what? We don't really have a lot, but we still appreciate you enough to do this.
Yeah.
And so I used that glove for many years.
Is it retired now?
It is retired.
Oh,
I'm
worn
retired.
in, baby.
I actually used it because I played in the summer.
You were still playing back
then. I played until I was 35 years old. So I played until 8 years ago.
Yeah.
And I started the job. So I played until 2012.
Yeah.
And I started the job in 2007. So I had it for 5 years. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, that glove got plenty of use. That was a nice one. And one, it was because I had no expectation of receiving any glove.
Right.
And so it was like, oh, that's really nice. It was just thoughtful.
Right.
The second one was an athletic training student. Mm-hmm. In fact, Nate works with her.
Oh.
At Beloit. Actually, I don't know if she's still there this year. When she was a student, when she got done, she was so thankful for kind of me being her clinical instructor. She actually made me a custom blanket. And it's one of the nicest blankets I've ever had.
Interesting.
It, with my name, last name, stitched into it and stuff. It's really pretty cool. Yeah, it's really cool. It's still used to this day.
Very cool.
I can sit on my bed right now.
Nice.
So that was kind of cool.
Doesn't need a blanket.
It's like oversized, like large, like bigger than some blankets are like just a little short. Like this one is massive and it's super heavy and warm. It's awesome.
It is very cool.
So that was a cool gift just because she made it herself. Mm-hmm. Lastly, one of my athletes, and you're not always supposed to say you have favorites, but she was one of my favorites.
That's fine,
I worked
man.
with her quite a bit. She was a women's soccer player. She was there 5 years, had significant injury. So I spent a lot of time with her and got to know her pretty well and knew her parents really well. They were super great people. She and like her parents, I think this is actually from her parents and not necessarily from her.
Okay.
They made this little paper mache letter C for Chad.
Sure.
And it had pictures of me and her, like that they must have taken throughout the 5 years. Like when I was working with her on the sidelines or like during the games,
Yeah.
like if I was taping her ankle or whatever it might be, they would take a picture of the two of us together. Maybe it was just randomly we were in the same area, like, and they would like paper mache all these pictures on it. It was just like kind of like a look back over my 5 years working with her.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty cool.
Very cool.
To know, one, it was important to the athlete, but the parents appreciated the work that I was doing for the daughter as well.
Well, very like, you know what? Take the diploma down. Just fucking put that up in the office.
Yeah.
I mean,
like,
who cares about the diploma? Like,
Yeah.
I got C's the whole time. Who cares?
Yeah.
Let's put that up.
Yeah. This shows that I went the extra mile or whatnot. So it was just kind of, it was cool to know that it meant something to somebody else. Like the work that we're doing means something to the people we do it to. It's just a reminder.
Which is good.
So.
And very nice and very thoughtful of athletes and students. And I mean, anybody you work with, right?
Yeah.
Which is good. Nice. What else you got?
Nope.
Oh.
Those three were the ones that I wanted to highlight. I wanted to get that healthy roster up there.
Healthy roster.
One more time for y'all. Thank you to Healthy Roster.
Thank God.
I'm ready to.
for Healthy Roster.
Are you ready to close this thing down? Because
I don't know. Do we need to look at any of these comments?
yeah, what do we got? I mean, Dylan jumped in, and
Dylan, you're
I'm sure there's
back.
a battle royale going.
Dylan. Nate is in the middle with his foot on the hump and in the back seat. That means he's the B word, doesn't he? I think it means he's the B.
I don't know. I'm so confused.
Yeah, whatever. Must have missed some. Nope, just that apparently demoting me to number 3. Cool. I'll take number 2. Well, you guys, I really hope you keep battling for number 1 because you need to. Anywho, who do we need to thank? Healthy Roster, thank you.
Brew Fitness.
Brew Fitness. There's another one like over. I can't reach that far.
You know what?
Can you reach over your head?
Oh, it's Brew Fitness when there are kegs.
Oh, I don't know if you saw
this
the
gym
keg back there. That is Brew Fitness to a T, right? Oh my
At
goodness.
this gym, we lift kegs.
That's a full keg, by the way.
Actually, yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
That's completely full. It is full?
Yes.
I thought it was. Oh wow, dude, why are you shaking up a keg?
I'm sorry. It'll go away. Nobody's drinking.
Ryan is pissed off at you right now. Anywho, thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Brew Fitness. No, it's not full. You picked it up with one arm. Who else do we got to thank? New members. Even though we've been talking to you for months and months and months, you're new now. And thank you for participating. Thank you for watching. Anything else?
Go to the website. Get yourself a membership. Get yourself some new swag.
Please do. Get some swag.
Next week, let's try this again.
I guess so. We'll see you then.
All right, everybody.
Bye.